Hey, good morning everyone. My name is Nadav. I am a software developer and the founder of Bitrated, a trust platform that provides reputation management, consumer protection, and fraud prevention mechanisms for the cryptocurrency economy. One of the most commonly cited issues raised by Bitcoin critics is the lack of regulatory bodies that are able to protect consumers and regulate transactions. Indeed, Bitcoin payments are normally irreversible, with no authority like Visa that is able to issue chargebacks in case of fraud. In addition, it might be impossible to even know who you're really dealing with in order to use legal recourse. In such an environment, how can you be sure that you will actually receive what you paid for? And what can you do if you don't? This state of affairs created a fertile ground for fraud with almost no recourse for consumers. Scammers are well aware of that and are taking advantage of the situation with thousands of reported fraud cases in the various Bitcoin communities. Basically, we threw out banks and middlemen, but didn't provide alternative solutions to some of their most important functions. I believe this is going to be one of the main obstacles on the way to the mainstream adoption of Bitcoin, and then the ecosystem must evolve to resolve that. So, can we fix this? Luckily, those issues are not inherent to Bitcoin and decentralized currencies. In fact, the smart contract capabilities enabled by the blockchain technology, in combination with a smart reputation management system, can not only resolve those issues, but also greatly improve upon the traditional solutions offered by the financial system today. Bitrated sets out to do exactly that using three primary components: an identity and reputation management system, a payment system that allows for payment reversibility using multi-signature smart contracts, and a marketplace for arbitration services. Our identity and reputation management system allows users to build their reputation, demonstrate their credibility to others, and helps them establish trust in unknown parties they wish to transact with. Our rating algorithm assigns each user with a bit rating score, a numeric measurement of their trustworthiness. Users can, but are not required, to link their bit-rated account with a real-world identity using a KYC-like process. We provide our data via open APIs to be used throughout the ecosystem, and a Facebook Connect-like authentication system that can be used to log into third-party services, allowing users to have a standard identity and carry their reputation as they move between services and marketplaces, rather than starting with a blank sheet each time. Our reputation engine is based on user ratings, our Web of Trust network, which models and explores the social graph of trust relationships between users to help create transitive trust between previously untrusting parties. For example, if I trust Bob and Bob trusts Alice, then I can know to a certain degree that I can trust Alice as well, even though I don't know her directly. In addition, we allow users to link their bit-rated account to their online identity and examine various metrics, such as the number of their Twitter followers, their Stack Overflow reputation, Reddit karma, eBay ratings, and more. Our payment system provides multi-signature smart contracts, allowing buyers and sellers to appoint a trusted agent as an arbiter for e-commerce transactions who can intervene in case of dispute, adjudicate, and reverse payments without holding user funds in escrow and without being able to control them without the user's consent. I'm assuming that today most of you already know what multi-signature is, but I will give a brief overview anyway. Basically, instead of paying directly to the seller, the buyer makes the payment to a 2 of 3 multi-signature address, where the payment is locked until 2 of the 3 parties, buyer, seller, and arbiter, agree to release it. When everything goes well, the buyer and seller agree, and the payment is released, with no intervention by the arbiter. When a dispute arises, the arbiter can decide which party to side with, co-sign a transaction with them, and release the funds. But at no point can he control the funds on his own and take them to himself. We provide our payment system as an API for marketplaces, e-commerce stores, and other services that wish to take advantage of the technology, give peace of mind to their users, and have a streamlined dispute resolution management process. There are also additional smart contracts that are planned to be integrated in the future, and we would love to hear interesting suggestions for that. Our marketplace for arbitration services allows anyone to offer arbitration services, build their reputation, and earn fees. Because the arbiter never holds user funds in escrow, we can avoid the strict escrow regulation and the high cost associated with that due to licensing, bonds, and securities. This allows us to significantly lower the barriers of entry, allow smaller and specialized players to participate, and encourage competition. We believe that an open and competitive marketplace can vastly improve upon the solutions available today and create a more innovative, comprehensive, fair, and cost-efficient dispute resolution services than that available today. than that available today in the traditional financial system, which are at times very mechanical, bureaucratic, and heavily linked toward protecting consumers, even at the expense of merchants, creating the opposite problem of buyer fraud. In addition, users can use domain experts for transactions that require domain expertise. For example, if I'm paying for web application development, I would use an arbiter with software development background so that in case of dispute, she could go over the project specifications, read the provided source code, and use her professional knowledge to make an educated decision. Compare that with what a representative at PayPal could do. In addition, another interesting possibility is the ability to monetize reputation, the ability to monetize reputation in online communities in order as an additional income source. For example, a non-software developer in the open source community can provide arbitration services for software projects. A community leader can help facilitate trade between his users, and so on. Bitrated was launched as an MVP at the end of 2013, and to the best of my knowledge, was the very first multi-signature application ever released that was accessible to the general public. Bitrated originally started as a small side project, but eventually my passion for Bitcoin took over as I left my position as CTO at my previous company to focus my full-time attention on Bitrated. On June this year, Bitrated was incorporated and raised a small pre-seed investment to fund development. The new version of Bitrated was developed over the past 7 months as a complete rewrite from the ground up with a strong focus on identity and reputation, a system that didn't exist in the original version, as well as improved usability and user experience. I'm excited to announce that today we start rolling out access to our new version to early beta users and media representatives, followed by a broader release next month. If anyone is interested in participating, please reach out to me here or send us an email. In addition, we're also very interested in API partnerships. If you're working on a startup that could benefit from integration with the Bitrated platform and would like to receive early access to our APIs, please let us know about that. That's all. Thank you all for your time. If you find Bitrated interesting, please join our waiting list or follow us on Twitter for updates. I believe we still have a few minutes for questions, if anyone has any. Okay, thank you very much.